Deadlock and threats of escalation marked Wednesday's talks between the opposition and the Transitional Military Council in Khartoum. Along with the forces of the Declaration of Freedom and Change, the military had invited dozens of other political parties to the talks. They have all presented ideas to get Sudan out of the crisis.
We received 177 proposals. We analyzed and researched them, and that can give indication of a compromise policy solution on the transitional issues of the transitional government. The meeting with the political committee of the Transitional Military Council in Sudan aims to review the visions of the entities of the governing mechanisms in the transitional period.
The protest leaders criticized the broadening of participation in talks as a delaying tactic by the MTC, designed, they say, to drag the process out and break the revolutionary momentum.
The military council is trying to twist revolutionary choices and use the same old ways to control and maintain power. This contradicts what the council said in the beginning when they took power, when they said that they don't want to stay in power and that they took the protesters' side. Now we have doubts about this because they have spent the whole month procrastinating.
The military council says it found holes in a constitutional document submitted by the forces of freedom and change earlier this week, including the omission of Sharia law as the source of all legislation. The FDFC says the document wasn't meant to be conclusive and ridiculed those remarks, saying they were merely intended to derail the negotiations. The TMC said it would call a general election within 6 months if no agreement is achieved. A measure which to the protest leaders means a certain and full return to power by the deposed regime with the help of the deep state, which they say is still in control.
We agreed to continue demonstrations and escalate our activism. Escalation in itself is not the goal. The revolution has yet to achieve its demands. We have not yet transitioned to a civilian government, and we are yet to remove many of the elements from the old regime. It is clear that the reappearance of security services and their resumption of their activities, just like in the old days, means that change has not happened.
To address this issue, the protest leaders say they're not only going to continue the sit-in, but also they may soon call for civil disobedience across the country until their demands are met. Mohammad Vall, Al Jazeera.